Yo, 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 yo! What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back. You know, this is your boy Riley. We're here doing the damn thing. Yeah, we are doing the damn thing. We are trying to give as much update as we can about football. You know what I mean? Football right now. Football right now is kind of, we don't even know what to say about it. You get me? Arsenal football right now, I should say. We're kind of in a one little spot where we are waiting for transfer. That we are doing. We're waiting on transfer, bro. We're waiting on transfer. You know what I mean? That's what seems to be the order of the day right now with what's going on with football for Arsenal. You get me? Yeah, man. We're waiting for the transfer thing to happen. And there's not much going on for us right now yet. But we're hopeful. So the transfer market soon come alive. Yeah, we're hopeful that we're soon alright. You know what I mean? A lot of people saying a lot of stuff. You get me? A lot of people saying that nothing going on, we're not going on well, we're not this, that, blah, all sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Big up the community live up and early. You know what I mean? Big up the community. What's up, Riley? Said Nicole. Big up yourself. Let's do the thing. You forget the damn toxic. You forget the damn. It's let's do the damn thing. Don't know if I'm gonna watch much cause of LAFC game and dinner, but I'll pop in. Hey, big up yourself. Big up yourself. You know what I mean? We're gonna try to see if we can make sense out of some nonsense today. You get me? Not much going on, but there's still some news to talk about on the Arsenal forefront. You understand? Yes, I. So we have the likes of we have the transfer window up and running first and foremost. You know what I mean? Transfer going on, and everybody who is anybody seems to be involved in some transfer business, except for Arsenal. You get me? Everything with Arsenal is just speculations and all of them something. Nothing serious to really contend or talk about. No one speculation. Right now, even the signing that we're sure about seems to be just speculation because we ain't signing yet. You get me? And let's start with him. Christopher Tzolis. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Tzolis is a signing that is said to be, you know what I mean, done as far as Arsenal getting him is concerned. But ain't nothing is finished until you see them all up that shirt, you know. Yeah, nothing is finished until that shirt is all up. You get me? Villa is a dumb club. They just got a ton of money and wasted it. Well, they didn't waste it, you know. Actually, they only paid about 40 mil for Garnacho. You know what I mean? Think about how much Chelsea bought him for. You know what I mean? Think about how much Chelsea bought him for. Chelsea bought him for a little bit of money. You know what I mean? And Villa never pay a lot of money to get him. So, I mean, like, it's a good deal for Villa. And the thing about it is this, Garnacho is not even really a bad player. You know what I mean? He probably just need proper coaching. And I guess Unai Emery is providing that. Unai Emery is probably trying to provide that, I should say. So let's see if it works out. You know what I mean? If it works out, it's fantastic. We all know that. If it doesn't work out, then we all know that as well. You know what I mean? Seems like a piece of work to me. You know what I mean? Seems like you're biting off more than we can chew. It's a loan with an obligation to buy, actually. It's not just a loan. It's a loan with an obligation to buy. You know what I mean? So it's not just a loan. It's obligation to buy. So we're going to see. We're going to see. So yeah, it's just a situation where they're still trying to balance financial fair play as well. So it's not just that they get a bunch of money and they can just go out and just spend it back wherever they want. That's not the situation. they have to balance financial fair play. That's the reason why they're selling so much players and their best asset in the first place. You know what I'm saying? After they watch him, they're definitely not buying. I think certain criteria surrounding the contract automatically triggers the clause. You know what I mean? And as far as I'm concerned, as far as my knowledge is concerned, I don't know the details of it, but I heard it's a very, very pretty easy obligation clause. You know what I mean? So I guess they make it as easy as possible for Aston Villa to buy him. So who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what's so drastic in the decline of Garnacho. You know what I mean? He was once a prospect. You know what I mean? He was once a player that had a bright future. Where did it all go wrong? Where did it all go wrong? I don't know what happened. You know, but we'll see. The league is starting in 1 month's time. 1 month time, and football is back again. You know what I mean? But before that, we're gonna have to deal with some football of our own because we have some preseason games coming up. And yes, people, Riley's World will bring some of them. You know what I mean? I may not be able to bring all of them from the start, but we will definitely bring, even from the halftime, we will be doing some watch along. You know what I mean? Yeah, we will be doing some watch along, even from the halftime. So just make sure y'all stay tuned and ready for that. You know what I mean? Starting on the 1st of August. You know what I mean? With Girona. Girona on the 1st of August. That game starts at 1. Yeah, that game starts at 1. You know what I mean? So I probably won't be able to bring that game until 2. Big up yourself, Nikolai. Thank you for passing through, man. And it's a kind of open we got for Torres. He really is not that bad. I don't know, if he just score a goal, and if the goal is just what you're after, then okay. You know what I'm saying? If the goal is what you're after, then okay. No. So yeah, we will be even from the second half, we will probably be bringing most of these games, like the Betis game. We will be joining that from the second half as well. The Girona game, we'll be joining that from the second half as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's see. Y'all know the 9 to 5 is still a priority, so we still gotta make sure that the 9 to 5 counts. So we will be doing some of these watch alongs from the second half, mostly when I'm off from the 9 to 5. I'm gonna go right. I might be back. Big up yourself. But football is pretty much at a standstill right now in terms of transfer for Arsenal. You know what I mean? Arsenal just not seem to be doing much transfer right now, to be honest with you. We're waiting on a lot. There's so much to talk about as far as some of these transfer talk is concerned. You know what I mean? And there's so much opening up about some of these transfer target that we missed out on. The Rodgers situation. You know what I mean? Where persons are saying that Arsenal deal was hijacked. The Arsenal deal wasn't hijacked. You know what I mean? There's a difference between somebody coming in paying a bunch of money and the player just willingly walk to that club. You know what I mean? The Rodgers deal was not like that. You know what I'm saying? It was a situation where Aston Villa wanted a certain amount of money. All right? Chelsea smelled the opportunity, and they came and they put 117 mil on the board. Aston Villa informed Arsenal of the bid, and Arsenal told them that they will not match that bid, and Arsenal gracefully walked away. You know what I'm saying? Gracefully walked away. And there's a lot of situation, a lot of people is chastising Arsenal for not putting up and shutting up, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But everybody seems to forget the moral principle that this football club is built on. You know what I mean? This football club has standard that they live by. This football club is not a Chelsea, it's not a Manchester City, it's not a Real Madrid, it's not a Barcelona. This football club is Arsenal Football Club. and there are rules, there are morals that we live by, that we have guidelines. You know what I mean? And if we just started being bullied in the market by small teams demanding what they want for a player, then guys, come on. What kind of club that gonna make us? You know what I mean? Where is that gonna leave us as a football club? You get me? Aston Villa wants to bully us to play a British transfer record for a player that is not worth a British transfer record. You understand? And we did not bite. We did not bite on the fact that, hey, guess what? They want us to pay a British transfer record for Morgan Rogers. You know what I mean? We did not bite on it. And the people is eating us alive to saying that, okay, guess what? We have no ambition. We know this. I don't buy that, man. I don't buy that. We're not going to defend our title. I don't buy it. And the reason why I don't buy it, as I said before, is because Arsenal have a clear vision. I understand that Morgan Rogers was our number one target. You know what I mean? That is very, very much understandable. But there's no way Morgan Rogers is going to be our only target. You get me? That's not our proper football club run. As a proper football club, you got to have more than one target just in case you miss. You know what I mean? You hit. And your number one target doesn't mean it's the best player. It just probably means that it's a player that you think fits in a system that you are trying to create or trying to play. You get me? You may resort to your second best target, and that turns out to be the perfect choice. Let me give you an example. Look at Mikhailo Madrid. When Mikhailo Madrid was flirting with Arsenal and liking everything that Arsenal put up and following Arsenal players and stuff like that, right? Chelsea came in and they did the same damn thing. They did the same damn thing. They overpaid for the player. And they heard the same thing. Every time Chelsea is involved in an overpayment, it's one thing that's going to happen. The club going to tell them, is either you're going or you're going to stay. It was the same thing with Morgan Rogers. They said, you're going to Chelsea or you're staying at Aston Villa. And he had to make a choice. You know what I mean? He had to make a choice. Remember that he doesn't have no beef with Aston Villa. He still loves Aston Villa. You get me? Toxic Rogers took a bite at the hook. Now he's stuck with Chelsea. Yeah, he's stuck with Chelsea. That's the thing. You know what I mean? He take the bait. You know what I mean? He take the bait. And I don't think it was solely up to him. As I said, the choice was probably Chelsea or you staying at Aston Villa. And he probably just didn't want to stay at Aston Villa. You know what I mean? He was forced into a club that has no Champions League football, no Europe. No Europe. And then you go spit garbage out of your mouth and talk about Chelsea is the biggest club in London. Morgan Rogers, did they inject you with something before you leave from Aston Villa or something? Because your head can't good. You know what I mean? Your head can't be good. But the scenario is this. Morgan Rogers was either going to go to Chelsea or he's going to stay at Aston Villa. And he chose to go to Chelsea with the hope that Chelsea might return to them Chelsea under Ibrahimovic, whatever that guy name. You know what I mean? With the hope that that might be the situation. I think that's what he was hoping for might happen. So, as I said, it's not a situation where Chelsea hijacked Arsenal deal. They entered the deal. That's what happened. They entered the conversation. They put up some money. And Aston Villa presented to Arsenal, and Arsenal decided to walk away. If Arsenal had matched that bid, Morgan Rogers would have been an Arsenal player. And everybody would have been down Arsenal throat saying, yo, y'all know Morgan Rogers is not worth that much. Why did you go and pay that money for Morgan Rogers? You know what I'm saying? That would have eaten out a significant portion of money out of our budget. Why are we going to pay that money for Morgan Rogers when we can probably pay that money for, put something on it and pay for a Vinny Jr. or a Barcola? You know what I mean? Yeah, we understand that Morgan Rogers is a proven Premier League player. You get what I'm saying? But there's better talents out there. You know what I'm saying? That probably can adapt fast as well. That's the whole situation. If we can find a talent that can adapt fast as well, then And that's just one of the situations. I always say to people, why is it that we're going for Morgan Rogers? Why do we have so much similar players in the position? Because Christopher Tzolis is kind of similar to Morgan Rogers, right? Eze is kind of similar to Morgan Rogers. So why we're not going for a devastating out and out winner that really belong over and that we not gonna make over there? I mean, like flawless. Where are we not looking at things like that situation? You know what I mean? That's where I think we should have we need to be looking at. We need to be looking at making over there as important as over where Saka is. You get me? And I don't think Morgan Rogers give us that. I don't think Morgan Rogers give us that. I always said Morgan Rogers is not my fit. It's not my fit for the left wing. If you buy him to cover in midfield, then of course I do understand. I understand Morgan Rogers covering in midfield, but buying him to put over on the left wing, people, I don't see it. I've never seen it. I will never see it. I will never be upset about him not joining Arsenal. As I tell you all the time, the only thing I'm upset about is him joining Chelsea and they're saying that, oh, it was a hijack. No go so. All right. No go so. Right. So, he signed for Chelsea Football Club. He said that Chelsea Football Club is the best club in London. That's what he said. In London. He's the best club in London. And guess what? It's okay if he said Chelsea Club is the best club in London because Arsenal have moved beyond London now. Arsenal are not solely the best club in London anymore. Arsenal are the best club in England at this present moment. So why should we feel offended? Because little Morgan Rogers are going to say, oh, Chelsea is the best club in London. That's a small-minded player opinion about a small-minded club that he joined. You know what I mean? We have no beef to pick with little Morgan Rogers about saying those garbage that he said about whatever he want to say about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's not our problem. We ain't worried about that. We wish him all the best. Well, probably well not. We hope he failed miserable at Chelsea. I'm never gonna lie. I hope he failed miserable at Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the truth. I do hope he failed miserable at Chelsea. Can't try to disrespect my club like that and feel like it's just alright. You know what I mean? No, it's not. It's not. People, remember to hit the like button, alright? Give some like to the channel. Give some like to the channel. Alright, so Christopher Tzolis. Christopher Tzolis. Trossard replacement. Y'all know Christopher Tzolis, right? Yes. Club Brugge player. We bought for what, £35 million? Fantastic deal. Fantastic deal for a squad player. Those are the kind of money you're looking to pay for a squad player. You know what I mean? Yes, those are the kind of money you're looking to pay for a squad player. So that deal was never ever a problem. You know what I mean? For Arsenal's situation. Christopher Tzolis has been there in the wing waiting on Arsenal Football Club. Yeah, so I'm saying other clubs like AC Milan, I think, and stuff like that try to ask are trying to be informed about the situation with Christopher Tzolis if they can make an approach and stuff like that. But Christopher Tzolis said, nope, not happening, people, not happening. We're waiting on the Premier League champions. You know what I'm saying? Now that's a player that have dedication to playing for Arsenal. That's a player that knows what he wants and he wants to play for Arsenal. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. So Christopher Tzolis' move has been widely announced, and we've been waiting on it for quite some time, and we still haven't gotten it yet. Reports today are that he's done his medical and all sorts of stuff. The reports, we haven't seen anything yet. Arsenal Football Club, they're giving that in that picture yet. I've been on the website even just now, right? And we don't even get a picture yet. So it's not officially announced yet. I think I heard that he's taking the number 17, something like that, right? So we can't even give him an official welcome to Arsenal Football Club yet because we ain't seen nothing that he put pen to paper. You get me? We ain't seen nothing that he put pen to paper. But we're open, man. We're keeping our fingers crossed that well, I think that's pretty much a done deal though. I don't think no Chelsea can come in and swoop that deal with their brown paper, brown envelope. You know what I mean? I don't think that's gonna happen. So we just gotta hold the faith and just know that it will be done. It will be done. I mean, like time. It's not like we have a lot of time. The Premier League is a month away. Arsenal first preseason game is a week away. You get me? First preseason game is a week away. And it would be ideal for us to have our players available and ready for the preseason game. But it just doesn't look like it's going to be the situation this time around. You know what I mean? Just like last season, it just seemed like we're going to be getting these players in late. You know what I mean? And then they're going to need to adapt and all of that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's what happened with Eze. That's what happened with Victor Gyokeres. They came in late. They did not much preseason or none at all. And then they have to adapt. You know what I mean? And it wasn't all that good. We end up winning the league, but you understand what I mean. But yeah, those are some of the situation that's going on with that situation. All right. Priority transfer target. When I ask that priority transfer target is, when I say priority, I mean priority. I think this player was even more top priority than Morgan Rogers. It's just that the situation is a bit complicated, right? And so therefore, every time they're mentioning about Arsenal and this player, they mention that Arsenal are sitting there in the background waiting to attack. If they get a 1% chance that something can happen, they're going to take it. That's how much of a priority this player is to Arsenal. It used to bother me. It used to bother me. I used to say to myself, why is it that Arsenal is sitting on in the background waiting on a player that don't want them? Why? Why should we sit down and wait on a player that don't want us and never get it? But then I started looking at the situation different. I look at a Chelsea, for example. Chelsea signed Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers never want Chelsea, but they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They went and they signed the player anyway. They backed the club in a corner and allowed the club to force the player to choose Chelsea Football Club. And they were quite comfortable with that because now the player is a Chelsea player. And once you are representing the club, you have to represent the club. You know what I mean? And Morgan Rogers going to do just that. They did the same thing with Mikhailo Madrid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying to myself, say, okay, Atletico Madrid is adamant that they're not selling to Barcelona or Real Madrid. They're so adamant that they're not selling to these two clubs that they decided, guess what? This player is no longer for sale. He's staying. Right? And we all understand that that's only to let these two clubs know that they're not selling to them. They rather sell to an overseas club. You know what I mean? And that's the truth of the situation. And that's where Arsenal comes in. There's so much twist to this drama. And I sit and I look and I wonder, why is it that Arsenal is still sticking around? There's got to be something about this player that Arsenal know that somebody don't know. Or some of these other club don't know. Big up Michelle in the chat. How are you feeling, Michelle? How are you? There got to be something about this player that we're not getting, right? And I started looking into the situation and I remember Berta was the one that signed this player. Berta was the one that signed this player. So therefore, Berta knows this player inside out. He knows the deal. There's two things about it now. Berta signed this player, so he knows the contract that is tied to this player. He knows because he's the one that write up this contract. He's the one that got it done. He's the one that got it signed. So the contract that Alves signed at Atletico Madrid. Remember, Berta was the one that brought him over there. So Berta know what the contract is about, and he should know what need to be done to get him from Atletico Madrid. And then I started realizing probably that's the reason why Arsenal is sticking around. Because if Berta is in the driver's seat, if Berta is the one that signed Alvarez from Manchester City, then Berta knows what's going on with that contract. And if Berta knows what's going on with that contract, then there must be a way that if Barcelona don't get through to sign Julian Alvarez, Arsenal can do that damn thing. You get me say? Arsenal can do the thing. So Arsenal is still there in the wings. Still they're doing what they need to do. They're sticking around. You know what I mean? They're waiting on 1% chance they're waiting on to see if they can sign Julian Alvarez. And if that 1% chance come up, believe me, they're going to take it. And it's not only that. Remember that Julian Alvarez was with Mikel Arteta at Manchester City at the time when Mikel Arteta was there too. So he knows the player as well. He knows the player inside out. He's looking for a left wing striker. And Julian Alvarez seemed to be fitting the profile. You know what I mean? So we're looking forward to it. Something going to cook, you know. Something going to cook. And we're going to see. Rogers going to win Chelsea the Premier League. LOL. Michelle, you crazy. Michelle, you crazy. Toxic give you a red card for that. That's a foul. That's a foul, Michelle. That's a foul talk right there. That's the reason why Toxic give you a red card for that. That is a foul conversation just now. You know what I mean? You need soap and rock for that mouth of yours, Michelle. You need soap to wash out that mouth. That's dirty. Yeah, that's dirty talking right there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Michelle, you're not joining one of the membership? So yeah, that's my take on the Julian Alvarez situation. But not only that, about a month ago, or about 3 weeks ago, there was reports circulating that Victor Gyokeres was a main attraction for a lot of football clubs. Yeah, lots of football clubs. Victor Gyokeres was a main attraction for a lot of football clubs. A lot of very important football clubs calling, inquiring about the availability of Victor Gyokeres. They were told that he's not for sale. Quite so. You know what I mean? We just bought him, and he just landed us 21 goals in his first season without a preseason. You know what I mean? He didn't start out fantastic. He ended well. You know what I mean? And all of that. Watch this. Why is it that Victor Gyokeres and Julian Alvarez, why are these two players' names keep on linking together, people? It just won't go away. The Victor Gyokeres and the Julian Alvarez situation, it just will not subside. It will not go away. Why is this link lingering? It is lingering. It is lingering. It is lingering. Is there any truth to this situation? I'm starting to wonder now. Is there any truth? Let me look on straight in the eyes, in the eyes. Let me look y'all in y'all eyes. Is there any truth to this Victor Gyokeres and Julian Alvarez swap deal? And if so, do y'all think that's cold? I mean, like if that's a situation, if there's any truth to that, that's a cold move by Arsenal, you know. You know what I mean? People probably saying, no, it's about time Arsenal get this ball and this coal and stuff like that. People probably saying that it's about time Arsenal get cold and know that they got to cut ties sometime in order to move on and get great on. But I mean, like, this is the same Victor Gyokeres that went on a strike to make sure that he plays for the Premier League champions. And after his first season, in which he helped us deliver the champion, the trophy, we're going to shove him off to another country, to another team, so we can get another player. One season. And it was a season that it was not bad. It was a fantastic season. He did well. You know what I mean? When was the last time we had a player scoring 21 goals? Let's talk about it. When was the last time we had a player scoring 21 goals? Especially on a debut season. He did well, you know? But reports just won't seem to go away. The reports just not leave about the situation. So, yo, Victor Gyokeres might have to give way in a swap deal for Julian Alves. I've read it several times today. And I've been reading it from yesterday. You know what I mean? And it was here a month ago. And it's coming back again. It's coming back again. Is Arsenal going for Rashford? No. No. Mm-mm. Manchester United is putting Rashford back into the team. Michael Carrick is said that he wants to work with him. You know what I mean? To see his commitment in pre-season, and if so, and if he's committed, then you know what I mean, you will put him back into the team. Yeah. So that's the situation with Rashford at this present moment. Rashford is a good player, no? Don't get me wrong. Rashford is a good player, so yeah. But guys, tell me our situation, man. Talk to me, man. Tonight is football night now. In the night live, we communicate well with each other. We talk about any and everything. Remember, the night lives are the one that are the crazy one. The night lives are the ones that are the crazy ones. So we're here, you know what I mean? Can't wait for football starts so we can start with the bantering in the night live. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, we want to start by the bantering in the nightclub and just have fun with it and all of that. But yeah. Victor Gyokeres, boycott him team. Victor Gyokeres pay out someone's salary just to make sure that he join Arsenal. And after a season, we're hearing reports that Arsenal want to do a swap deal for Victor Gyokeres because Atletico Madrid wants Victor Gyokeres as a part of the deal in order to send Julian Alves our way. Julian Alves no longer wants to stay at Atletico Madrid. Even though Atletico Madrid is saying that he's staying, he's not. That relationship is broken. When a relationship between a club and a player is broken, it makes no point keeping it. So this is how I see this spending out. Julian Alves is not going to go to Barcelona or Real Madrid because Atletico Madrid say so. Right? He's going to sit there and Barcelona have to move on because they already started to look at alternative candidate. So they have to move on at some point. When they move on and there's no other way, they're going to present back Arsenal proposal. Because I heard that Arsenal and Atletico Madrid have an agreement for Julian Alves. But I hear that Arsenal and Julian Alves does not have an agreement because Julian Alves is still waiting on Barcelona. That's the report that I heard today. Right? That's the report that I heard today. So I'm waiting to see what is the report tomorrow, how concrete that report is, and if we can run with a report like that. Me personally, I have loyalty to my club. I do love Victor Gyokeres. I've gotten to like him, matter of fact. Didn't start out like that. But he has done well this season, and I do got to like him. But, you know what I mean? And I like Kai Havertz as well. But I'm saying, it's probably even better. Would it be better probably parting ways with a Kai Havertz than a Victor Gyokeres? You understand what I'm saying? Would it be better parting ways with a Kai Havertz than a Victor Gyokeres? Victor Gyokeres is an out-and-out striker. It's the only one that we have in the team. Isn't Julian Alves like a second Kai Havertz, like a false nine kind of striker? You know what I'm saying? Isn't that a left side kind of striker, just like Kai Havertz? Just think about it. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why I wonder how much truth is it to these stories that are coming out, you know. How much truth? Why would Arsenal want to get rid of Victor Gyokeres after one season, after one fantastic season that he has done? Why would we want to get rid of Victor Gyokeres after that? Why are we not trying to build on that and add quality players to help Victor Gyokeres? You know what I mean? So that we can win the Champions League. I think that's the direction that we need to go in. I think that's what we should be looking to. You know what I mean? As I said, I don't know how much truth is it about the situation, but we have to talk about it because it's out there in the media, it's out there in the air. You know what I mean? So we have to talk about it and try to make sense out of nonsense. Try to see if we can make some sense out of what is being said. You understand? So on that as well, y'all can let me know what y'all think. Do you guys think that it would be wise for Arsenal to shuffle off of Victor Gyokeres to Atletico Madrid after one season so that they can bring in Julian Alves? You know what I mean? Julian Alves, by the way, would be a perfect fit for Arsenal Football Club. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like when Gabriel Jesus just came to Arsenal, it's like creating that kind of scenery all over again. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, let me know what you guys think about the whole situation of that. You know what I mean? We're going to come back to that again because we probably have some more to talk about on it. Let's move on to this Rolls Royce. You know what I mean? Let's move on to the Rolls Royce of football. Who is the Rolls Royce of football, people? Everybody know. Rolls Royce of football is none other than William Saliba. Yes, people. Let's move on to the Rolls Royce. So the Rolls Royce didn't get a chance to play the final game for France. You know what I mean? He was injured in the semi-final of the World Cup. He was injured in the semi-final of the World Cup and taken off. Reports at that time was that he was going to have to do a back surgery because the reports that he said his back, my back, his back give way upon him. Young youth. 23-year-old, 24-year-old. I hope his back not give way upon him though, because he not have no youth yet. You know what I mean? I'm gonna need a back there. You understand me I say? Yeah, so I hope him back not give way upon him. But yeah, he said my back. Y'all know the song there? Yeah man, I want out of the song, so don't worry about it. Yeah, so he was taken off. You know what I mean? Everybody could have seen the impact where this player have on France team. You know? It may look like him that he did it sometime. You know what I mean? Until he need for did it. If y'all understand what I mean, if y'all watch football, if y'all watch Arsenal football, y'all know. Gabriel is a loud one. Gabriel is the one we always in a people face, we always do stuff, we always are this, we always are that. You know what I mean? And all of that. You get me? But when Willie step up, you know what I mean? It's like you don't know he's there until they see him take away a ball from somebody and send it out. And you know what I mean? Willie's just there, man. The Rolls Royce of football. That's how smooth he is. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Taxi said, yo, I read he was playing with a fractured back. Yes, he's been playing with a fractured back from Arsenal. He didn't get that fracture in France. He get that fractured back in Arsenal. He was playing with that fractured back from Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Just like Saliba, just like Declan Rice and Saka. You know what I mean? I forget what the injury that Declan Rice has been playing with. You know what I mean? And we all know Saka had that Hercules injury. You know what I'm saying? So it's a situation they've been doing that from them. You know what I mean? So when his back gave way in the semi-final, what a game to give! What a game for your back to give up on you, man! Before even the first half done, yo, the back not easy, you know. Yo, William Saliba, for your back not easy. You know what I mean? The semi-final. He could have just played the whole semi-final. I mean, like, y'all probably would have been at the final, you know. You know what I mean? But him back give way upon him in the semi-final dread. You understand? Yeah, man, him back give way upon him in the semi-final. And yeah, it was like that. And his team dropped out. You understand me, say? Him team drop out. Him team drop out. The encouraging part of the whole scenario for me was when I saw that in the third place playoff, he was still there. You know what I mean? He came out and he greeted Declan Rice and they were talking. He was still there. And he was dressed in his gears as well. You know what I mean? Like if he needed to play, he was going to play. I'm like, what the hell is going on with Willie? You know what I mean? So, yeah. And the reports are coming out now that he's probably going to be out for what, 4 months? I think that's a report I read. I'm not quite sure, but don't something like that though. So the reports come out that he's probably going to be out for about 4 months, but he does not need to go do surgery. That's good news. That's good news. So the report says that he does not need to do surgery, and that's some fantastic news. You know what I mean? But my thing is this: if you don't need to do surgery, then why do you need to be out so long? Why is it that you need to be out so long if you do not need to do surgery? If you don't need to go on a knife, then what am I going to do to you for 4 or 5 months? You know, like, are we in January that before you come back? You know, let me read the report again. Did they say 4 or 5 months or did they say 4 or 5 weeks? Because 4 or 5 months kind of long for somebody and you know get cut? And a surgery? No, man, 4 or 5 months kind of long, man. Let me read the report again. And what's 4 or 5 weeks? Most 4 or 5 weeks or something like that, man. Trust me. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna read the reports again. So we will find out. Chris is in the building. Chris O'Reilly, what's up? Right here, man. Going through them little small topics here and trying to figure out what's really going on with our team and the transfer business that we're supposed to be doing, people. Because we're supposed to be doing transfer business, but we're not. You know what I mean? So right now, we're trying to assess with damaged player them. You know what I mean? Or damaged players. We're trying to assess these damaged players. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. We have the likes of Bruno. We're not gonna forget Bruno, you know. We're not gonna forget Bruno. We have Bruno to talk about as well. You know what I mean? Yes, Chris send the goal kind them. You know what I mean? Pick them up off of the street of Dubai. You understand? Yeah. So we have Bruno to talk about. So reports are circulating that Arsenal start proper negotiation with Newcastle. You know what I mean? Remember Newcastle said Bruno not for sale. Right? Bruno not for sale. Chelsea can't sign Bruno, man. We're not worried about Chelsea this time around. This time around, with Bruno is a different ball game. We're not worried about Chelsea this time around. It seemed like Chelsea going back to their own habits, trying to go after the targets. Every time Arsenal have a target, Chelsea go and try to buy them. That's how they started out their campaign, you know, buying Arsenal targets. You know what I mean? Because they don't know how to recruit for themselves and find proper player for themselves. So if Arsenal are the Premier League champions and they're after these kind of players, if we buy them, that means, yeah, we can win the title because Arsenal would have them and they would have win the title, right? And that Chelsea are trying, right? Okay, wrong Chelsea. We're going to buy a Mikhail Madrid again, and we're going to go out and buy Trossard, and we're going to win the league. Just like we did the last time. So, take on the Morgan Rodgers and be happy with him. You know what I mean? Take on the Morgan Rodgers, be happy with him. You know what I mean? Make sure it's on a quiet content with other decisions. Okay? We're okay. We're going to find replacement and better replacement. Y'all just watch. Remember, we're talking about Arsenal. We're good on that. Yeah, we're talking about Arsenal. We're good like that. We make you Gunners work for us and then roll the dice at the end by the players. The thing about it is this. Morgan Rodgers and Bruno are two different players. One have ambition, one don't. You know what I'm saying? One is ambition full, one is ambitionless. Are those proper words? You know what I mean? Bruno have ambition, Morgan Rodgers don't. So there's a difference. Alright? Yeah, the Morgan Rodgers 8 on, you know, bro. Yeah, man, the Morgan Rodgers 8 is on, man. We not play with it. We not no apology about it. We not work. The hate is just on with this Morgan Rodgers situation. And he yet not really. It was okay. I could have deal with him going to Chelsea. It's fine. Because as I said, I never really wanted Morgan Rogers. So I could have deal with Morgan Rogers going to Chelsea. That's not my problem. My problem is the disrespect. Where you're going to make Chelsea write on a piece of paper and tell yourself to read it. You should have choke. Chelsea can tell you to read on a piece of paper them right. Chelsea is the biggest club in London. Come, you're mad? Your head not good, right? Your head can't good, brother. Your head can't good. You should have gone like you're blind when you see that. Yeah, man, you should have gone like you're blind. Something like that you have to read out. You know better than that. You know better than that. You shouldn't do that. See, I'm saying that cause Chelsea had no interest in Bruno. But after a year in Arsenal going for him, Chelsea is showing interest now. That's what I'm saying. They can show all they want. Bruno is different from Morgan Rogers. Bruno have ambition. Bruno actually wants to win the league. You know what I mean? Morgan Rogers just wanted to leave Aston Villa. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to leave Aston Villa. If Bruno just wanted to stay at a mid-table team, might as well stay at Newcastle. Might as well stay at Newcastle. Why leave a mid-table team for a mid-table team? That don't make no sense. Not even a little bit of sense that make. You know what I'm saying? So that's I'm going to go back to what I said. Bruno actually have ambition. Morgan Rogers now have ambition, brother. In murmur and in curse and in this and he say Cole Palmer steal him celebration. And him run going over the gang and play with Cole Palmer. He said Cole Palmer never called him so much in his life. So what did Cole Palmer tell you, Morgan Rogers? Cole Palmer tell you, okay, I'm going to give you back your celebration if you come to Chelsea. That's the thing. You can take the freezing celebration if you come to Chelsea. That's what Cole Palmer said. And you shake on it as gentlemen? Huh? Let me understand that. Let it make sense, people. Let it make sense. But anyway, he chose to go to an ambitious-less club, a club when I have no ambition like himself, we try to buy them way true like what they buy him. Chelsea Football Club, I just him choose to go. So, yeah, that is it. People, remember to like the stream, alright? Remember to hit the like button. Put some like on the stream. Blah, big up yourself in the building. Big up yourself, blah. Hit them like button, people. Hit them like button, you know the thing go. You know the damn thing go. Hit the like button in the place and we are go. Alright, yeah, hit the like button. Hit them like button, people. Big up Alex in the building. Big up Bart in the building. Yes. So that's the Morgan Rogers deal situation, right? That's all. Right? So anyway, before I got carried away again, I was talking about the Rolls Royce. So the Rolls Royce is said that him nah fi do no surgery. And that's a good look on us. You know what I mean? That's a good look on us. So being that he doesn't have to do surgery, I'm going to have to research to see if it's really 4 weeks. 4 to 5 months or 4 to 5 weeks. You know what I mean? So let's see. Only Madrid, bro. Only Madrid what? What's going on with Madrid? I'm not in the building. I am the building. Jose Marino. Jose Marino. Let's see if Jose Marino can manage what's going on right now. Let's see if Jose Marino can manage what's going on now. Put a like on the channel though, Alex. Put a like on the channel. Blah. Yeah, put a like on the channel. Send up that like, alright? Send up that like. So, preseason start. Preseason training is in full swing. Right? Preseason training is in full swing. Olise is coming. I believe Olise is coming though. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Real Madrid is gonna find a way to buy Olise. You know what I mean? I do feel like Real Madrid is gonna find a way to buy Olise. You see, it's not like the situation with Julian Alvarez where it's a rival club. It's not a rival club because it's a club from a different league. So I think that one can happen. You know what I mean? Rodri also we must sign. I don't know if the Rodri signing gonna happen, because Florentino Perez is not. It's up to Florentino Perez to give the green light for that Rodri sign. All they need is a green light from Perez, and Rodri's a done deal because Rodri want to go. As for Fabrizio keep on saying, Rodri dream of Real Madrid. He wants to go back to Real Madrid. He and Real Madrid this, he and Real Madrid that, he and Real Madrid that. You know what I mean? So Manchester City have a contract on the table, and Rodri ain't signed it yet. You know what I mean? Is he gonna sign it? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But the thing about it is this: he wants to go back to Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying? Spain just win the World Cup, so the buzz is in Spain right now. So a lot of these players are gonna want to go home. That's where the buzz is right now. That's the best country in the world right now, as far as football is concerned. So who knows? That's probably the best place to be if you are a homegrown Spain player. So I don't know. Rodri is good, but I think we will sign him next year on free. And that's the thing. I don't think he's going to sign a contract back with Manchester City. So I think next year he might leave for free if they don't try and sell him this season. We all know Real Madrid working. Real Madrid love freeness. Real Madrid love freeness. So Real Madrid gonna approach Rodri and tell him to run down that contract. Believe me, people, Real Madrid gonna tell Rodri to run down that contract because they're gonna want to sign him on a free next year. You know what I mean? Where he can get a bumper pay raise. You know what I mean? They're gonna say if you come on a free next year, we're gonna give you a ridiculous pay. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's gonna happen. I honestly think that's what's gonna happen. Let's see, can't predict Perez. Yeah, trust me, Perez probably gonna take him on a free next year for sure. Because it's better business. It is better business. So, you know what I mean? That's just might be what happened. Hola toxic como esta hermano. Now I'm speaking of Spanish in this bitch. Damn. Chris sending them gold coins. People, remember y'all can be members of this channel now. You can be members. We have the membership badges going out level 1, 2, and 3. You know what I mean? We also have the super chat and all of them running up. You know what I mean? The thing is up and running. You know what I mean? For y'all who want to support the channel so y'all can do it. You know what I mean? Send the coins like Toxic is like Chris is doing. You know what I mean? Be a level 3 member like Toxic and Lindsay and Chris is what? Chris, or where are you, Chris? You're a level 1 or 2? I forget. I think he's a level 2, right? Yeah, I think he's a level 2. I think he was going to upgrade to level 3, but you forgot. Yeah. Thanks, but I'm a Majesta. Hey, it don't matter who you are, man. You know what I mean? To be a supporter of a channel. That's what you are doing. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're cool. We understand. Will be fun to see the Bruno situation. The Bruno situation is advancing with Arsenal, man. Arsenal is in full swing with the Bruno situation. It's either they're going to sell him or they're going to keep him. But, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, the Chelsea situation is just a bunch of talk, I think, just because they did one over with the Rodgers situation. So I just think that it is what it is. They're just doing a bunch of talk. You know what I mean? So yeah. Level 2, yep, we'll be getting to level 3 by evening. Oh, okay. Relaxing blah. Listen to the chat. Almost time for my bedtime. How are you? What about my man Ruben Amaran? He is going to destroy AC Milan now. He will send to the relegation. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I think Ruben Amaran was. I think Ruben Amaran has his way. Every coach has the way how they like to coach or how they want to coach. You know, everybody has the way how they sees the game. You know what I mean? And if given time, you will understand. The players that was at Manchester United are the same players that Ruben Amaran bought there. You know what I mean? And so he knows how to buy some good players and stuff like that to suit his system probably didn't work out for him, or probably didn't have enough time to do what he needed to do. You get me? So if they give him time, he's probably in a lesser league right now that probably is not so demanding. And Manchester United is a big club, bro. You know what I mean? Manchester United is a big club, and you have to have a big ego like Arteta to manage a Manchester United like he did with Arsenal. You get me? You have to have a big ego like him to do that. And Ruben Amorim he had a big ego, but he wasn't showing results with his ego. So he was put aside. Pretty much that's how I can put it. He was put aside. He is even player of 20 million LOL. So yeah, where we at? Yes, so what else have we not touched on? People, remember to put a like on the channel, all right? Put a like on the stream, people. Put a like on the stream. Um, Pre-season. Pre-season is where we at now. Pre-season. So our pre-season is begin. Our pre-season training has started. Right? Pre-season training start. I wanna start buying them all yet. The one player that we buy is not even unveiled yet. They're not unveiling it. We don't even know what's the situation with him as yet. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what is the situation with the one player that we buy as yet. Because why? Why? You get me? Yeah. So it's crazy. $85 million. I even know that those Italian clubs have so much money to spend on players. You know what I mean? I don't even know that. I don't know much about that player, to be honest with you. I do not know much about him. Because I really do not. I don't know much about him. I don't think that player got a lot of game in France last season anyway. So why was he so expensive? You understand what I'm saying? I don't want PSG to be. I don't want nobody buying no players from PSG because PSG have too much players already. You know what I mean? And they're trying to get rid of some mediocre players to really stock up themselves with even some way better player. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. PSG bench player. That's what I'm saying. Didn't get a lot of game last season. So what is the whole situation of buying a player like that for $85 million? That makes no sense. That would be like a Italian record, right? Have they ever bought a player so expensive? They no, I don't know about that. I don't know about that Italian mafia money that you're talking about. Because Italian football is in a dire situation right now. You know what I mean? That's the reason why Italian football hasn't qualified for World Cup for how long now? What, 4 years? For the last four World Cups, I should say, right? Yeah, they're not. Trust me, they're in a cesspool right now. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. He's signed because he's Portuguese. The way Hal Hial hijacked Somerville. I ain't gonna lie, it's the way old Somerville run to there. I don't get the Somerville. Hold on, guys. Let me get something in this cup. I don't understand Somerville situation running to Hal Hial at the age of 24. At the age of 24, what is he doing? Finishing his career or something? Make it make sense, man. Alright guys, sorry about that. I'm back. I'm back. So as I was saying, why the man waste him time? Waste him energy. Waste him youth. Must be for the money, brother. I must for the money, man. Yo, money I take over this thing, man. Right now, you know what should happen? Al Hilal. I said that in the name? Al Hilal. He should have come and buy Morgan Rogers. Rogers would have gone. Rogers would have gone if Al Hilal has come and buy him. Because guess what? I the money them after. I the money. The money. The root of all evil. The money. It's for the money. You see? Rasta said, I feel the money. You should have come buy Rogers stuff. Because guess what? Rogers would have gone because the money. They don't care about football. They don't care about them career. Them care about making a life after football when they're done. So them just sit down and count the money, so. Ah, the money, man. Ah, the money. Ah, the money. I it. Yes, Rasta is sorry after all. Yes, I. Ah, the money. You see, Chris show it. Chris, show them the money, Chris. Show them the money. Chris showing y'all it's the money. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's the money. Chris come from Saudi, so he can't tell you. It's good now Saudi club came for Rodgers. I'm telling you, Saudi club should have come for Rodgers and he would have been gone. Because he would have go where the money is. You get me? Yeah, man, Rasta in the building, big up your damn self, youth. You see? That's what I'm talking about. And the money. Chris show them the money. People, remember to put a like on the channel, alright? Remember to hit that like button. Yes, I. Do the damn thing, man. Do the damn thing. Do the damn thing. It's record signing AC Milan history of 85 mil. I saw Fabrizio tweet. Don't worry, I think I saw Fabrizio tweet that Arsenal signed Diamande. And when I realized, I woke up. I'm like, I'm so desperate for a signing. I'm dreaming of signings. I'm so desperate for a signing right now. I'm dreaming of signings. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Rasta said he better save and invest his money properly. He better do that because guess what? He ain't coming back from there so easy. He ain't coming back from there so easy, man. Look at John Durant. Went to Saudi and went on loan to like 3 different clubs already. Yeah, he ain't coming back from there so easy, bro. Once you go to Saudi, you better stay over there. You better stay over there. That's it. Yep. UAE next to Saudi. They are our neighbor. Yeah. Yeah, so Arsenal games coming up. Yeah, that's where I was at. Arsenal games coming up. So guys, I do have the package to get the Arsenal games, the Arsenal preseason. You know, so Arsenal is a money making team, too, right? So you know, so Arsenal sell the preseason package every year. Yeah, man, every year Arsenal sell the preseason package. Trust me, every year them sell it. So we know what I'm talking about. Girona at 1 o'clock my time, August 1st. They say that's a Saturday. Is that a Saturday or a Friday? I don't know, but they say it's a Saturday. Right? Then we have Real Betis at the same 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this though, we have Borussia Dortmund on the 9th, which is Sunday the 9th at 8. Is that 8 a.m. or 8 p.m.? They don't say. You know what I mean? But we have Borussia Dortmund at 8. And then we have Como. That's going to be a fantastic match, but that's on a Wednesday. And that's coming at 1 o'clock. All these 1 o'clock games, I will not be able to carry them until halftime. I will not be able to carry these 1 o'clock games until halftime. That's the part about the whole situation. You know what I mean? Then we have the Community Shield, Manchester City at 9. Sunday, 9 o'clock. I won't be able to carry that at all. I'll be at work. You know what I'm saying? And then the opening game, which we're gonna be right here live and direct, fully active. Yes, I fully active for 2 o'clock. So we'll be doing that watch along fully active. You know what I mean? But for us, as far as the rest of the game is concerned, I will be carrying all the games except one. I think I won't be able to carry the game. I don't think I'll be able to carry the Borussia Dortmund game because of time. You know what I mean? But I'll be able to carry all the other games, just not from the beginning. But we'll be here to talk about it. We'll be right through the second half, and we'll be doing a talk along or after the game is finished. You know what I mean? We're gonna stick around to talk about it and stuff like that. So yeah, football is coming back in full swing, and I'm excited. You know what I mean? I'm excited. I'm ready. I've been ready. You know what I mean? I've been ready. World Cup kind of wore me down. You know what I mean? Drained me a little bit. You know what I mean? But I'm ready again. Saturday, August 1st. Okay, so it's on a Saturday. So yeah. And none of these games fall on my day off. Can you imagine that? None of these games actually fall on my day off. You don't look good. Me have to call Arsenal. Yeah, me have to call Arsenal and them know say, I want to not go and go there. I'm the biggest supporter. When I could even put one of them games up on a Tuesday. When I could have put one of them games up on a Tuesday, make me feel good. You understand what I say? But it's all good. Because guess what? May I get the Premier League season. The start of the Premier League season, I will be catching that based on the time. So it's fine. It's fine. You know what I mean? Toxic say can't wait. Trust me, Toxic can't. You know, the only thing what pissed me off with this whole situation is we don't have the new signing that going to them season here. We don't have the new signing that going to them game here. And being that we mentioned new signing people, let's talk about these players. I was looking at my boys returning to preseason training and feel happy. And you know what I mean? It just feel good to see the boys that run out and come back at training. Back like, you know what I mean? It's like football is actually coming back. You have a good feeling there. And you feel nice. You know what I mean? Still like Gabriel Jesus. You know what I mean? Still like Kelly Flory, Miles Lewis Kelly. Then I glimpse over that side there. And me see Reese Nelson. And I say, yo, Bombard. Reese Nelson still at this. Reese Nelson still there. Reese Nelson is still here. You know what I mean? I may say, yo, a long time. Reese Nelson the Arsenal Football Club, you know. Him go out on loan so much time that me forget him actually still play for Arsenal. You understand me? I may say, alright, cool. Me look over the side there. Guess what me say? I see Patrick. I see Vieira. And that's where the reality kick. Vieira is still playing for Arsenal. Wow. That's crazy. That one that really get me. Man, yo, Vieira still there for sure. Vieira is still an Arsenal player. Make that so keen. Yeah. Vieira is still an Arsenal player. Make that so keen. You get me? It's like we can't get rid of them players for nothing. Nothing. But it is what it is. Them did it. Hopeful Berta can do his job the right way and find a club for them permanently. Find a club for them permanently. Because I hear people saying, oh, give Vieira a chance. We don't have room to give Vieira a chance when we have Ethan Waneri there to give a chance to see if he can force his way into the team and make a difference. You know what I mean? These are players that we've grown. These are players that we have grown to love. These are players that we have seen blossom, groom in front of our eyes. You know what I mean? So we want to see our young player, our stars. Because I think Ethan Waneri can be fantastic. You know what I mean? Ethan can be a fantastic player. I don't know if it's his attitude. I don't know what's going on with Ethan. I do fully agree that he's not developing. You know what I mean? It's like him stuck spot in there. Fantastic player now. Because where he's stuck right now is still a fantastic footballer. But you need to grow. You have to have the attitude and the mindset of a Miles Lewis Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Miles Lewis Kelly wasn't getting games, but him stuck it out. His attitude was right. When I look at Miles Lewis Kelly on the bench, he's been on the bench, rubbing that bench for months. And when Arsenal score a goal, I wanted the first person to jump up and run go celebrate with the player. Him find him anywhere him go on the sideline. And then jump up and celebrate with him. That's Miles Lewis Kelly. And it was there, and he got one chance. That's all he needed. He got one opportunity, one dega chance he get, and him take it. Him take it so much that him starting a Champions League final as a 19-year-old. That was benching for the entire season. That's the thing. He was benching for the entire season to start in the last 5 games and the Champions League final. That's fantastic, man. He's forcing way into the starting level. And that's what I want to see for Ethan. I want Ethan to force him way into the starting level. Make Arteta have to pick him have to get game time. And when he get game time, he need to keep on playing him best and forcing him way into the team. That's how you go about it. So my heart's go after Miles Lewis Kelly. You know what I mean? I feel like he's going to have a fantastic season this year. They're going to force him in on the starting lineup there. Because that kid just seems to be getting better and better and better. You know what I mean? And he's in a comfortable place that he loves right now, which is in the center of the field. He has done fantastically well in there. He have been good. Fire in the middle of the field. So, yeah, we're not going on that. Truth of the truth. Truth of the truth. Yeah, so the boys are back in preseason training. And it's a damn good look. And that just gives us the comfort to know that football is just right around the corner. Just right around the corner. You know what I mean? That's the comfort that we get from that. And yeah, we feel the vibes and we're feeling good about the whole situation and that. So, yeah, these are some of the things that's going on in the world of football right now for us. Probably use a tweet a million times today, but you never tweet nothing sense out. Nothing makes sense to me. Because you never tweet, so we buy this player with this, and with nothing sense out Fabrice on a tweet today. He just come make money. You understand me? Yeah. MLS for sure going to do better this season and is going to cook in Champions League. Trust me. I can't wait. Real Madrid, Arsenal, toxic. Who you bet on? Real Madrid, Arsenal. Toxic, Real Madrid, and Arsenal. Who is your team? Just curiosity. It's just a curious question, Toxic. Real Madrid and Arsenal in the semi-final of a Champions League. Who do you want to win? Toxic. Let me know for sure where your loyalty is today. Let me know for sure where your loyalty is today. Chris said, Hala Madrid. Hala Madrid. Hold on, Toxic, you're a Barcelona. I forget. What's your other team again? Barcelona or Real Madrid? Chris. Is it Barcelona you like or Real Madrid, man? Remind me so I can rephrase the question. It's Barca, right? Toxic said, come on, you guys. Barca, yeah, that's what I mean. So Barca and Arsenal in a semi-final Champions League game. Who do you bet on, Toxic? Who do you bet on? Who's your team? Krish, I can't ask you the same question because Real Madrid might be in a semi-final or something like that, but Chelsea won't. Chelsea won't. So I can't ask you the same question, Chris. I can't ask you the same question. Chelsea won't be nowhere near there. You know what I mean? Chelsea's a joke. Chelsea's a joke. How much did Chelsea buy Garnacho for? How much did Chelsea buy Garnacho for? And how much are they selling him for? Chelsea's a joke, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Toxic, you can't answer. No, Chelsea ain't qualifying for shit. Chelsea ain't qualifying for nothing, bro. Y'all gonna finish 8th. Y'all gonna do 2 better than what y'all did last season. That's it. 2 better than what y'all did last season. That's it. Yeah, you all ain't qualified for nothing. People, remember to hit the like button, alright? Remember to send up them love. Send up them love. Say Gunners. you took your time in thinking about that though. I ain't gonna lie. You took your very, very time in thinking about that. You gotta stay faithful to the Arsenal though. You gotta stay faithful to the Arsenal, man. Come on. You know this. You know this. So Gunners, we hungry for the Champions League. Yep. We are hungry for the Champions League. We are. We have generated £300 million as our revenue out of that's 117 goes for Rogers and the rest will hijack your deals. Bro, Chelsea can't hijack another Arsenal deal, bro. Cause we ain't going for no more players that don't have no ambition. We ain't going for no more players that have no ambition, bro. We're going for elite players now, like Bruno. You know what I mean? Because y'all can't hijack Bruno, bro. I can bet on it. I can bet on it. Y'all cannot hijack Bruno. It's not the same. You know what I mean? It is not the same. Trust me, it is not the same. So, believe no man, believe. It is not the same. So we're going for different type of players right now that have ambition, that want to actually win trophies and play in the Champions League. You understand? Yeah. Christian, well, just wait and watch Bruno coming to us. Then say Bruno ain't good though. Of course, that's what I'm going to say. Exactly what I'm going to say. Bro, exactly what I'm going to say. Exactly. He has no ambition and he ain't good anyway. You know, exactly what I'm going to say. I'm an Arsenal fan, bro. I only love Arsenal. I don't care. I don't love the players. I just love the players that they're playing for Arsenal, to be honest with you. It's the truth. Just like every other Arsenal fan. Only if they're playing for Arsenal, we love them. If they're not playing for Arsenal, we don't really care about them. When a player leave Arsenal, we don't really back the player. We'll like the player and we'll want him to do well. You know what I mean? But we ain't gonna back his club. We wish him all the best on his merry way. Place though. You know what I mean? Rogers wasn't a player of mine that I wanted for Arsenal, to be honest. Not for the left wing position. I didn't want Rogers for the left wing position for Arsenal. No. I did not. So I didn't say the same for Arsenal because I honestly did not see. I honestly did not want Rogers. You know what I mean? Because we have Eze and we have Odegaard. And I didn't want him for the left side. You get me? Yeah. The moment Chelsea hijacked the Bruno deal, I'm expecting a YouTube short from you saying Chelsea is a joke and Bruno ain't good. I already gave you a short that said Chelsea is a joke now. You want another short that said Chelsea is a joke? Huh? Chelsea's a joke, bro. If Bruno wants to improve and get better, he has to come to Arsenal. Chelsea ain't gonna do the for him. Sorry, Chelsea ain't gonna do the for him. He has to come play with elite players and challenge for the Premier League and Champions League. You know what I mean? Yeah, that is it. So no way Bruno go to no way Newcastle sell Bruno to a team that's on their level. No way. If Newcastle sell Bruno to Chelsea, that is not better than them. What does that say for Newcastle? You also sell your star player to a bigger club. You can't sell your star player to a mid-table team like Chelsea. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. You get me? That don't make sense. So that will never happen. You see, Aston Villa is a mid-table team. Even though they make it to the Champions League, they acknowledge and they know who they are. They know who they are. You know what I mean? They know who they are. They're like bottom half team. So they respect Chelsea more than they respect themselves. That's why they did that. They asked us to match it, but we didn't. We walk away. Sometimes you gotta walk away. Sometimes you gotta walk away. You know, sometimes you gotta walk away. It is what it is. People, remember to like the stream, alright? Remember to put a like on the stream for me. Do the damn thing. You know what I mean? Do the damn thing. Like the stream. Yeah. So yeah, we haven't had no bids put in for any player. I still can't get the whole situation with how Arsenal do transfer. I don't understand it. Because if we look at the whole aspect of what's going on around us, all the good players are being bought. All of them. All the good players are being bought. And that is the fact of the story. That's the truth. You know what I mean? So what's really going on? What's really going on? I don't know. I don't understand it. I can't get my fingers on it. You know what I mean? I can't get my fingers on it. Bruno was our not Bruno. Rogers was our number one target. He's gone to Chelsea because we waited too long. And I heard that we could have got him for 100 million the week before. He was sold for 117. You know what I'm saying? So procrastinating is not a good thing, man. To procrastinate is not very good. You know what I mean? It's not good to procrastinate. And that's what we did with the Rogers deal. And that's what we're doing right now with the Bruno deal. You get me? That's what we're doing right now with the Bruno deal. So we need to fix this situation and we need to get our target over the line. You know what I mean? We need to get our targets over the line. Number one target's Hijack. I told you it was not Hijack. He didn't have a choice. He was told he was either going to go to Chelsea or remain at Aston Villa. He didn't want to sell Aston Villa, so he went to Chelsea. Because Arsenal would not buy him for no world record British free. That going to stay for Declan Rice for a while for us. I think. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think. So yeah. So let me know what you guys think. What you guys think. I have some things that I need to read out that was said by King Thierry Henry. You know, we have to address the king as the king, right? We're not going to disrespect the king. Alright, so King Henry said, and I quote, this is what the king said. Excuse me. Thierry Henry addressed the divide among Arsenal fans over the club transfer strategy. Right, remember, everybody vexed said Arsenal never buy Rodgers because of the price and this and that, and you know what I mean? The price tag about everybody. And because Arsenal never buy Rodgers because of the price, everybody have a different opinion. Right? So Thierry Henry, when the king speaks, everybody have to listen, you know, and just so the thing go. When King Terry speaks, people listen. So this is what the boss said. He said, I've seen the debate among Arsenal supporters. Some believe the club is right to refuse inflated prices. Right? Yes, some believe the king is right to refuse, the club is right to refuse inflated prices. Others think saying no shows a lack of ambition. So the other them say, yo, Arsenal not an ambition. Them should have buy the player no matter what. Right? Okay. So this is what the king said. And listen to the king's words carefully. The king said, ambition isn't measured by how much you spend. Did I get that? Okay. Let me read it again. Ambition isn't measured by how much you spend. It is measured by how well you spend. Make that soak in. Make that soak in for a second. Yeah, but may wait. I'm waiting. So yes, ambition is not measured by how much you spend. It is measured by how well you spend. And I agree with that 100%. Totally and absolute. I agree with that. Right? He went on to say, if you start paying whatever club asks, simply because you're Arsenal. If you start paying whatever club asks, simply because you are Arsenal, you'll create a problem. That problem that follows you into every transfer window. Every club will add Arsenal tax. No. We are trying to make sure that nobody not tax, we not Arsenal tax. You get me? If we say we not pay that, we not pay that. Get me? That is it. So he said, if you start paying whatever club asks simply because you're Arsenal, you create a problem that follows you into every transfer window. That's why Chelsea have to overpay for players. That's why Chelsea have to put their money where they're out there. Because they keep on overpaying for players. And they keep on following them in every transfer window. So if they want to beat another club to get in a player, they have to overpay for them. It's right there. The evidence is right there. The evidence is right there. Yeah. The best teams don't let emotion make decisions. They stay disciplined, they know their value, and they walk away when it no longer makes sense. Let me read that again. The best team doesn't let emotion make decision. You don't work off of emotions. When I try win Premier League titles, you don't work off of emotions. When I try buy good players, you don't work off of emotions. Right? Yes. They stay disciplined. You know the value. You know that, okay, you might go for 5 million more above that evaluation that you offer that player, but no more. So you're not gonna be fooled by these clubs and their delusional evaluation of what they think that these players should be going for. You know what I'm saying? Yes. They stay disciplined, they know their value, and they walk away when it no longer makes sense. You have to know when to walk away. You have to know you have to know when to get up from a table when you're no longer welcome. Arsenal was no longer welcome in that conversation because that conversation was taken over by money and greed. And because that conversation was taken over by money and greed, and that's not Arsenal philosophy, we had to get up from around that table. Yes, I. What else did the king say? So he said, come on. Right. So he said, trust me, I'd rather see Arsenal miss one player than lose the identity that brought this club back to competing at the highest level. Yes. Well said. All I can say is that is well said by the king himself. You get me? I wrote something. Let's hear what Mikel Arteta had to say. Yeah. So, I won't lie. Morgan was a player I would love to have at Arsenal. He's a fantastic talent with the qualities to succeed at the highest level. So naturally, we admire him, right? But spending over 100 mil on one player is not what we're known for as a club. We have to be responsible with our resources and make decisions that fits our long-term project. We don't believe success comes from paying any price that asked. We don't believe success comes from paying any price that is asked. I wish Morgan Rogers all the best in his career, but we have complete confidence in the players we have and in the direction we're taking. Sometimes the right signing isn't the most expensive one. You know what I mean? I agree with a lot of things that Mikel Arteta said, but not everything. We wish Morgan Rogers all the best. We agree with that. But we need some good signings. The right signing is not always the most expensive one, and that's a true story. But you can't tell me that we're comfortable with the players that we have. We were comfortable with the players that we have. But we're not comfortable now with the players that we have. Because the squad need to improve. The squad need to improve a lot. You understand? A lot, to be honest. So, yeah, that's the situation. Chris says success comes from investing at the right time. It's like just sitting and dreaming, and whereas the other person spent his money, time, and act on it to make it happen. That's what Chelsea did. You see, success doesn't come from spending money, as you said. It's just like what I just read. You don't have to buy an expensive player to be successful. And I can go back to the Mikhailo Madrid situation where Chelsea paid over 100 mil for Mikhailo Madrid because Arsenal was in for him. And Arsenal immediately just switched and turned their attention to Leon Trossard, which they got for, I think, 34 mil. Turned out to be a fantastic signing, better than Madrid was ever going to be. That's what I'm talking about. So no, you can't buy your way to success. That's pretty much what you just text right there. You cannot buy your way to success. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to develop. You have to be patient. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to figure out what your strategy is. Sometimes you have to wait. It's as simple as that sometimes. Yeah. It does. Look at Madrid. They bought and won 3 Champions League in a row. Okay. But look at Madrid for the past 4 years. They bought, and what have they won? What have they won? They haven't won anything. That's why they're still buying. You know what I mean? You can't buy your way to success. And even if you do buy your way to success, it doesn't feel the same. And Christian Riley, I said that you have to pay some money in order to get players you need. Nothing happens just by choosing and showing interest in players and let other clubs take them. Yeah, you have to pay some money, you know what I mean? But not overpay for them. Not overpay for them. You have to get some money. Pay some money. Some. That's the key word right there. Not all. Blah going to sleep. Blah say good night, people. Good night, Blah. Have yourself a good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. What else did I have for you guys? Yeah. Yeah, so those are some of the stuff that I picked out and put aside so I can share with you guys. You know what I mean? As I said, it's a blow for Arsenal, not buying Morgan Rogers, but it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? We're gonna get it together and we're gonna get a better player. Alright, did you mean past 2 years in the last four they won a UEFA Champions League? Yeah. Ever since they get Mbappe. Ever since they get Mbappe, they ain't winning no Champions League. As long as Mbappe there, they ain't gonna win no Champions League, man. I think is cursed. I think Mbappe is cursed, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Mbappe is cursed. Champions League curse is on Mbappe. Arsenal haven't been great in transfer window. They haven't been good sellers at all. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. We suck at selling, man. I don't know why. We suck at selling. We suck at selling players. Because we could have got even more money for Trossard if we really try hard. But we didn't. You know what I mean? We suck at selling. You know what I mean? Hopefully Berta can get that under control for us. Because we need to. We need to get that under control. Yeah. Who didn't say hello to you, Blah? Nico? You weren't Nico. Nico, you wasn't in the chat when Black came in. Who's Blah mad at? Blah mad at Nico? What? Yeah. Guys, remember to hit the like button, alright? Remember to send that like. Send that like to send up that like, man. Send up that like, man. Yeah, man. Do the damn thing, man. Yes, people. So we have covered all the topics tonight. We have covered all the topics tonight. You know what I mean? It's it's been an interesting night of football talk when no football really, no Arsenal football talk has come out all day today. It's just the same old stuff circulating in the media. Sorry, the same old stuff circulating in the media. You know? I don't know when we're gonna get some proper news about what's going on with our football club. I don't know when. I'm waiting. I've been on my phone all day today. I've been searching, checking everything just for something. A signing, possibility of a signing. Something. You know what I mean? But nothing was giving way. You know what I mean? Nothing was giving way. But it's okay. Loving the nice stream, Riley. Yeah, we're trying to bring back our nice stream, man. We're trying to bring back our nice stream. I'm definitely putting in the effort to make sure that I do a nice stream every night. I need to stream twice a day. We have the stream in the day that I actually slept out today. You know what I mean? I slept it out. But yeah, I'll be doing back the day stream and the night stream. You know what I mean? Night stream, I love the night stream. Riley, I'm glad the streams are back. I hope that Arsenal continues what they're doing, and hope they get the Champions League and the Premier League and the FA Cup and the Carling Cup. That's so nice of you, Nico. That is so nice of you. That is so nice of you. Yeah. All those cups, that is nice of you, Nico. Yeah. Champions League, the Premier League, Carling Cup, and the FA Cup. That's nice, man. Quadruple. Sweet. Sweet. Earlier, Nico banter. Don't worry, the banter is coming back, you know. The banter is coming back. You know when the league started, all the trolls gonna come out. You know what I mean? When the league start back properly and the trolls roll out, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. Get ready for no trophies and relegation. You're talking about Liverpool, right? You're talking about Liverpool that went and broke their record twice. Twice! They went and broke the record and barely qualified for the Champions League. That's what you're talking about, right? You need to remember good, man. Remember good, man. Newcastle, Liverpool, twice broke their own record in the transfer market and then went and they almost didn't even qualify for Europe. Come on, man. That's sad, Nico. And they're not getting no Barcola, man. They dream of Barcola, but Barcola have ambition, bro. They ain't gonna go to no damn Liverpool. That's struggling. Why? Barcola play Arsenal in the Champions League final. You know what I mean? Nico, remember. No, shut up, Nico. No, shut up. No disrespect. The chat is moving into a different direction, okay? No disrespecting your community, Nico. You are a moderator, remember. Okay? You are a moderator. No shutting up nobody, okay? You have to act respectfully to everybody as a moderator. Alright, Nico? The banterism is coming back and it's going to come back in full swing. So you got to understand how to deal with banterism. Okay? You got to understand how to deal with banterism. You are a representative of the channel and you have to represent the channel well. Alright? I no longer want to see the community arguing against each other over football. That's the reason why we're here in the first place. You know what I mean? So I need that to start with my moderators. I need that to start with you, Nico, Krish, all of y'all. Blah, toxic, all of y'all. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have to start it with y'all. So let's get it right. Let's get it right. Because if you guys are cursing, that means it gives everybody the right to curse. And we don't want that. We want a fun, live, like it was back then when we had the banterism. That's what we're going back to. You know what I mean? That's what we're going back to. So let's figure it out. Let us figure it out because we are going to get there. We're going to have some more fun like never before. You know what I mean? We have some stuff coming for you guys, you know. I have some good stuff coming for you guys. Believe me. Believe me. Understood, Riley. Yeah, man. Remember, you guys represent this channel. You guys are representative of Riley's world. You know, look at me. You ever see me cursing out anybody? I don't curse out people. I don't have no time for that. No time for that. Everybody has their opinion. As long as it's respectful, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good. So we're gonna move forward with it in that direction. If you respect, you give respect, you get respect. You get what I'm saying? That's how life is. You give respect, you get respect. So that's what we're gonna channel. We're gonna channel life like that, and then we're gonna go through. All right. Remember, Nico, you're gonna be a professional footballer. You're gonna be a professional footballer. So you got to learn how to conduct yourself from early because you're gonna soon be representing yourself on the international stage. I believe in you, man. I believe in you. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. Trust me when I tell you, you're gonna do it. Yeah, you're gonna be a professional footballer representing yourself on the high stage. You will be doing it. So, you know what I mean? This is me helping to teach you how to conduct. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that is it. We're gonna get it together. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna be bantering without disrespect. That we're gonna be doing. We're gonna become a fantastic channel, people. I promise you, we're gonna be fantastic. People gonna wonder what it is about us. We're over here debating and still getting along. You know what I mean? Still getting along. Blah said, yeah, Nico, you're gonna do it. Just keep going. You're gonna do it, Nico. Trust me, you're gonna do it. Thank you, Riley. Sorry for the cursing. Stop that. Yeah, you need to. You need to. Just keep on working on yourself and keep on working on your craft because I'm gonna keep on encouraging you and keep on letting you know that you're good enough to make it as one of the best. You understand what I'm saying? So just keep on pressing. Just keep on doing it, man. I need to see you on the world stage. When you get your first interview, one of the first things you're going to say is big up Riley's world. And I'm going to know that, yo, that's my Nico. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going to be, yo, that's my Nico. Been here since he was a lad, like this tall. It's been here since he was this tall. You get me? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to let you guys come for free. I know this. I know this. I know this, Nico. Trust me, I do. I know, I do. So, yeah, man, we're going to build this community. You guys are the backbone of this community. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you guys going to be leading by example. You get me? Yeah, man, you guys going to be leading by example. We're not going to chase away anybody. We're going to show them love. We're going to show them respect. And we're going to let them understand where we have lines drawn. You get me? Yeah. Love our community. Toxic, Blood, Nico, Michelle, Skull, Ches, Keith, Michelle, Lindsay, all the others. Yeah, man, this community is fantastic, man. This community is a family. Trust me, it's a family. I'm going to say big up Riley's World. Subscribe to his channel. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. We're gonna be big up by then as well. You know what I mean? So by the time you say Riley's World, you're gonna know exactly what you're talking about. That is it. That is it. But yeah, man. we're building this night community back again. You know what I mean? We're building it. We're building it, and we ain't gonna stop. We're gonna make sure that we get it. We're gonna bring it back to where it was. No, sorry. We're gonna make it better than where it was. I have a lot of stuff coming in, especially for this nightlife. I have stuff coming in for this nightlife. I'm gonna make it more. I'm gonna make it more exciting. Yeah, I'm gonna make it more exciting. So just give me some time. I'm gonna score a hat trick. A bicycle. What? Bicyclitas. You want a bicycle against Arsenal? Watch. One day I will. No, you won't. No. I hope you do. I hope you do, Nico. Honestly, I hope you do. I still hope you lose, but I hope you score the hat trick and lose. I hope you score the hat trick and lose. I hope you score 8 goals against Chelsea and win. I hope you score that 8 goals against Chelsea and win. For real, for real. But I hope you score the hat trick against Arsenal. No joke. I hope you score the hat trick against Arsenal. But I hope that game finished 5-3 to Arsenal. Yeah, I hope it finished 5-3 to Arsenal. Yeah. We're here to make this channel big. It's not only you, Riley. It's ours as well, and we'll grow, nurture, and take care of it. I appreciate that, man. And that's the way it should go. That's the way it is. You know what I mean? This is our channel. Yeah, so I'm saying, yes, this is the channel that gives you all a voice to speak your opinion about the sport. When nobody else will. You know what I mean? Nobody else gave you all a chance. And this channel did. And I appreciate that you guys love it and appreciate it. And we will continue to make it better. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, we're going to grow this, man. We're going to make this way better than it is now. As I said, things coming. Don't worry. We getting better. We getting better. When I tell you we getting better, we getting better. Just believe me. We're going to get better. Just give me a month or two. We getting better. We getting better. When I sit down sometime, I just don't sit down just to sit down sake. I'm thinking of ways how to build this, how to make it make sense, or to make it grow, or to make it stand out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, these are what I think about when I sit down trying to figure out how I need to go about doing what I need to do. Riley been laughing a lot today. Yeah, that's me. That's this. Typically me. I'm a very jovial person. I really like to laugh. I'm a jovial person, and I'm getting back my personality. You know what I mean? Even by just being here with you guys, I'm being me again. So yeah. This is the best channel. I've only experienced one rough patch of one day, but we're gonna get even better, and soon we'll have 1 billion people watching. Yes, billion, sure. Blah, laughing. Remember, Nika said it. We're gonna be having, man. Trust me, we're gonna have it. We're gonna have it. Yeah, we're gonna have it, blah. Believe me, we're gonna have it. Just watch. It's gonna take time, but you're gonna get there. It's gonna take time. Very soon and very soon. Soon and very soon. Yeah, man. Good things take time. So we know it's gonna take time. But we're gonna grow and grow and grow. Yep. And this nightlife is very special to me. You know what I mean? This nightlife is very special to me. So yeah, we're gonna keep on building this nightlife. I'm gonna try to come live every time at the same time that I come tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work on these apps that I'm working on so I can put these scoreboards and stuff on the screen whenever I'm doing a watch along when the season starts. I haven't figured out which app I want to use to do it as yet. Every app has their own challenges. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm learning, how to deal with the challenges of each app and which one is the least challenging. You know what I mean? Yeah. This one I'm using now, I thought it was simple, but then I have to do everything off my phone and then transfer it to the PC and stuff like that. So I don't know if I want to do it. I don't know if I want to deal with that, man. I don't know if I want to deal with that. So I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board again. Remember Fantasy League football, Riley? Yes. Blah. I need to learn Fantasy League football. Can you teach me? Can you text me in Instagram and guide me through it? Let me know. I'm gonna also do some research on it. Alright, you gotta do a stream with Rasta. You know, one of those streams where both your cameras are on. It will be fun. Yeah, I can, Riley. Okay, tomorrow. Yeah, let's do it tomorrow. Text me first. Text me first, and I'll tell you the time because I'm at work at some point. So text me so I can tell you when I'm available. And yeah, I need to learn it because we're gonna do a fantasy league football right here. All right. Yeah. Yeah, man. Me and Rasta, we have some things coming up. We have some things coming up. We're gonna get some things together. But yeah, me and Rasta, we're gonna get some things together, man. Don't worry. Name your account. What? I'm good. I'd rather fight my way to the top than take 3 points by calling that bomb name. I'd rather fight my way to the top, bro. I'd rather just swing until I reach to the top than call that bomb name to get points. No, I'm good. I'm good, Nico. I'm good. I'm good. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Trust me, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's easy to fight your way up than Spurs fans can't even use Spurs to get ahead. Me as an Arsenal fan gonna use them to get ahead. You know what I mean? I know to you, because you're a Spurs fan. So the name is great to you. As a Spurs fan, it's great to you. But me, I'm a Arsenal fan, bro. I don't even like calling the name Spurs in my mouth. I don't even like calling the name Spurs in my mouth. That's even worse. I think I hate Chelsea more than Spurs, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think I hate Chelsea more than Spurs, you know. Because Spurs is just Spurs. Spurs is just there. You know what I mean? They're just whatever. You know what I mean? The only time they're relevant, the only time Spurs is relevant is when it comes to North London Derby. You get what I'm saying? But Chelsea been butting into our business of lately for a little while now. Chelsea been butting into our business for a little while now. Transfers, you know what I mean, and all of that shit. Chelsea been irritating me for a little bit now. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, I don't use it because I want you to have it right. No, we're good, man. We're good. We're good. I'll put everything except Chelsea. Keep 18. We'll keep hijacking your deals. Yeah, that's all. Chelsea keep on. Chelsea wait until we find our targets, and then they went and paid. Then they go and pay twice the amount for them. I mean, like Chelsea wrong for that though. But Chelsea is just Chelsea, man. They always do shit. Don't worry, blog and teach me how to play this damn fantasy football. So I'll figure it out and I'll know what to do. So we're gonna start the league when it's supposed to start and all of that shit. I need to learn fast so we can get it together. So Fantasy League Football, Riley's World, we are doing it this season, people. Okay? We're doing everything this season. We're gonna be up and running in every single direction. This community gonna be fire this season, okay? Yeah, we're gonna be fire, we're gonna be getting it together, we're gonna be alright. No joke about that. We're gonna be good. Alright? Yes. And on that note, it's time to say goodnight, people. It is time to say goodnight. Yes. Huh? I think I'm going to finish last. I'm terrible at it. Well, I'm just learning it, so you might finish ahead of me. You might finish ahead of me, man. Chelsea Scott, new page. Okay. I think this is a previous subscriber that's telling us that he have a new page. But Chelsea Scott. You want to give us more information, bro? Give us some more information, bro. Give us some more information. Tell us something different about yourself. Don't let the bed bugs bite and Arsenal fans bite you. No, we're going to be good, man. We're going to wake up tomorrow to some positive news. We're going to wake up tomorrow to some positive news in the Arsenal football world. Okay? I'm speaking it into being, people. I'm tired of getting up with nothing. So tomorrow is going to be different. Okay? Arsenal going to sign 3 players tomorrow. 3! So let's go sleep on it and see. Community. Appreciate y'all, man. Big up y'all damn self. It's always a pleasure working with you guys. Always, always a pleasure. You guys are fantastic. You know what I mean? And I love to come here and turn on my life and see you guys turn up. Appreciate you a million. Always remember that. I appreciate y'all a million. Alright? Big up on the damn self. Guys, this is Riley's World. I'm out.